To conclude, ThinkSheet's financial benefits for Google will be exponential relative to the cost. ThinkSheet's value proposition is an exponential increase in time to value for Google and your customers. We will use your business and AI leaders as one example. Exponential value, better decisions, plus institutional knowledge of preserving the thought processes of your top minds for reuse in ThinkSheet models. Time savings, faster decisions and workflows. Cost savings, leaders create the value in the ordinary course of business, such as routine meetings. They create far greater value with ThinkSheet in the meetings than without it in the same amount of time. Like companies of similar size, Google may have 50 plus teams collaborating to make decisions with over 1,000 analysts supporting them. Google has a huge revenue base to grow, 280 billion over the last 12 months, 68 billion of R&D and CapEx to save. A tech strategist who has spent his entire career working with the C-suite and tech leaders created this graphic and describes how it works in the smartphone analogy video. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. ThinkSheet's mission is to model, visualize, and organize the world's best thought processes and make them universally available and useful on one page, in one place, in one platform. Google is an AI company, and ThinkSheet adds PI, professional intelligence, i.e., what professionals like Google's leaders can only do with ThinkSheet, i.e., model their thought processes, qualitative and quantitative, as easy to understand stories when collaborating to manage Google's businesses, including competition with Apple, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Tesla. To quote the tech strategist, the workflow collaboration between the business and AI engineering teams starts and ends with the one-pager, enabling them to react to the code red they issue to employees in response to OpenAI's launch of its ChatGPT chatbot on November 30th, and iterate through alternative scenarios and see the consequences in real time in meetings and ensuring everyone is on the same page, viewing content far more valuable than what exists today, possibly using our ThinkSheet Equities app on the Bloomberg app portal with the one pages for the target price forecast for Google and portfolio ranking app for TMT stocks to compare the impact of their strategies on competitors, or any other models in our 200 plus model library. An analogy is Google scoring human intelligence first and then using AI to aggregate the scores to steal the search market from Alta Vista. ThinkSheet uses a similar sequence to solve the symbolic language problem, enabling professionals like the MD Anderson oncologist to score their acronyms and then have AI aggregate the scores. In other words, PI first and then AI. ThinkSheet uses scores transform their judgments and thought processes into maximum value data for the AI to process at minimal time and cost. Jamie Dimon's 66-page letter to shareholders on April 4th of last year is an example. We have modeled his thought process in the letter and use relevant modules in multiple use cases, such as business resiliency, global macro, and equities. ThinkSheet models increase readers' cognition value, speed, and memory, shorten letters, reports, and presentations, like the Morgan Stanley reports, so more people read them, generate huge AI time and cost savings because the teams create their models in the ordinary course of business. By comparison, think of the extraordinary time and cost of gathering, training, and testing data to create AI-generated models of the thought processes of these people. ThinkSheet's unique qualitative intelligence platform provides the tools for professionals to quantify the qualitative and the quantitative and synthesize the two to model their best thought processes, i.e., their professional intelligence. The methodology starts with the qualitative intelligence, then the quantitative, and then the professional intelligence, and then links the professional intelligence, thought processes, and scores to the artificial intelligence to create the Six Sigma synthesized workflow. This is the ThinkSheet home run, a profoundly more productive workflow than quant models and AI. One of our goals is to partner with Google to implement our Thought Leader Thought Processes project to build comprehensive use cases of the thought processes and people we've been modeling for years, like Xi Jinping, Jamie Dimon, Warren Buffett, and Hank Paulson. This comparison of Google, OpenAI, and ThinkSheet qualitative plus quantitative enhancements summarizes how ThinkSheet will enhance Google's ecosystem. Google web pages and OpenAI conversations versus the one-pagers, enabling management to quickly respond to the OpenAI code red threat. The one-pagers synthesize the interconnected thought processes of thought leaders, such as Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, and Elon Musk, a founding investor in OpenAI and co-chairman until 2018. ThinkSheet modeling tools enable Google customers to model their complete thought processes, and Google teams to model their complete thought processes, and YouTube podcasters can add one-pagers as part of a visual intelligence ecosystem that includes models for all types of communications: meetings, reports, presentations, conferences, television, YouTube, podcasts, and documentaries. Users update existing models and create new ones with maximum efficiency for any thought processes, including those of the top 100 thought leaders, leveraging ThinkSheet's reusable modules that work together like Lego. ThinkSheet can transform Google's data ecosystem into a far more valuable thought process ecosystem. So what assets and expertise will ThinkSheet provide Google? Our scientific approach to qualitative analysis based on my experience as a lawyer, investment banker, and software engineer. The first question we ask is whether the best, fastest, and least expensive model input-output is a judgment. If so, we use it. If not, we use Quant Models, AI, and our reports. ThinkSheet's visual intelligence platform is unique, broad, and deep in terms of methodologies, assets, models, videos, and accessory tools. Co-developed with premier professionals, modeling and visualizing their best thought processes, and leveraging my qualitative expertise and Dr. Friedman's AI and fintech expertise. Google can increase its institutional knowledge, including the thought processes of your leaders, employees, authors and biographies, podcasts like Walter Isaacson's, to create unique content to attract large advertisers. And finally, leverage the benefits of potential ThinkSheet partners like Bloomberg, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Blackstone, and S&P Global. If your users can think it, speak it, or write it, or even dream it, they can ThinkSheet it. And Google can have first mover advantage in the mammoth new visual intelligence market, i.e. all professionals and experts worldwide. To recap, financial benefits include increased revenues, R&D and CapEx savings, and increased earnings, PE multiple, and stock price.